Alright, let's finish off level 7. While reviewing part 5, I noticed something in the introduction screen for the level. It says, don't warp too many times. Now, this reminded me of what does happen if you do warp too many times. There doesn't seem to be anything here, except for that moving hole who's guarding an apple. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm gonna show you what happens if you warp one too many times. You're sent to some sort of game over room. You see you're surrounded by holes, but you can salvage it by going diagonally, and then you can get far enough for the warp to reappear, and then you are sent back to the room with the 10-cent door. So yeah, it's a pretty devious trap, though unlike what the game would have you believe, it's actually possible to get out of it. Now, I know it was designed so that there is no theoretical way to get out of it, but in practice, diagonals save the day. So now we're heading to the end of level 7. This is the last area, or well, it's fairly huge for a last area, but we're getting close to the end, and we're going to be meeting another new enemy soon. If you thought those little robot things were annoying, wait till you see what's coming up. Now over there the level continues, so I'm gonna check out what's there, and it's 2 holes guarding first aid kits. Well, it's better than a hole guarding an apple, but yeah, I'm gonna pass over those first aid kits for now, and hopefully I won't need to backtrack and use them. And if I'm not mistaken, it's behind the next door that we'll see the brand new enemy. Do not enter. Well, I have no choice but to enter. Here's an alien, and here's the new enemy. Giant fucking robots that shoot electrical beams that hurt you a lot. So yeah, you're going to eat lightning, but you are not going to crap thunder. And now I've taken so much damage that I need those first aid kits. Thankfully, the holes have gotten away from them, so I can use them. Well, at least this wasn't a massive backtracking session like I'll be doing in some of the later levels, and just die! Those take 5 hits to take down, and surprisingly, you only see them until level 14, while the aliens, who take 3 hits to kill, well, you see them all the way till the end of the game. But, yeah, so there are a lot of enemies in there. Is everything dead? Whoa, what's going on here? Bats? Where'd they come from? Well, those blend in pretty well with their surroundings, especially when the walls are this dark. But yeah, I'm almost dead. And there, nice, at least the level finishes, and I can use the backspace trick. Level 8, out in the open. Now, in this room, I remember there's an upgrade. There are 2 upgrades in this level. There's a bouncer and there's an extra life. Now, where the hell is it? I honestly do not remember. So, maybe it's in the other section behind the walk-through wall. As you noticed, I hurried to get through it before any enemy has the chance to do so, so at least I can see what's coming up before it goes in the wall and I die from taking too much damage. Now, I think I've gotten a little bit too far, so... where is that upgrade? I honestly do not remember. What I do remember is that the wall isn't marked. So, yeah, it really could be anywhere. Maybe it might be a good idea. Let me try over there first, but yeah, if this fails, I might be tempted to check out the map, which is just behind the entrance. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, there's this light green section, if you see it near the center of the screen. Is that an access from, of course you can't see what I'm thinking, but let's try something. I don't know if that's actually it, but nope, so can't go through there, so yeah, where is it? Maybe, let me try over there again, maybe that's it, and is it? Oh! I heard something, and it's the extra life. Well, at least I didn't spend the whole video looking for it. So now I can move on, especially since I know where the bouncer is. But yeah, the thing that's particular about level 8 is that it's the first outdoor level. Now, it's not outdoor per se as much as it is the game's best attempt at trying to recreate an outdoor situation within the limits of the game's engine. But yeah, I think they did a pretty good job. Of course, there are no light bulbs on the ceiling, because that's not really a ceiling. It's more like a dark brown sky or something. And yes, there are boundaries to the level. You can't just get away from the buildings indefinitely. Yeah, so I did have a gray cloak so I could get through that. It really looks suspicious. Whenever there's a fan in a dead end, you can be sure that there is something behind it. So this building's pretty huge. It's the main building, which takes a big chunk of the level. Now I'm pretty close to going out, but first it's time to get the bouncer, which is over there. Of course, you can destroy this thing, because else it would be really stupid if you couldn't access a door. Here's the bouncer. It was a lot easier to find than the first one in level 6 at least. So now I'm gonna save, and then we're heading into the great outdoors. And yeah, this is what Ken's Labyrinth's version of outdoors looks like. Now, of course, there are a lot of bats, which really blend well, especially when there are no walls in sight. Now, the aliens you just saw way back there aren't a threat. They won't move unless I get close enough, and I was most certainly not close enough. So now what I do is that I check out all the buildings in a counterclockwise fashion. I do this for all the outdoor levels. There are 4 of them, 8, 14, 15, and 24. Yeah, I played this game so much that I remember the general layout of every stage in the game, and that's pretty sad. Of course, it doesn't help me when it comes to the more intricate mazes, such as levels 26 and 29. Now I gotta apologize because I'm throwing level numbers out there with you having seen nothing of those levels, but I suppose when you've seen them all and you want to go back and check the old videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. So, there doesn't seem to be anything there except for a first aid kit. Now, shoot this wall. Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to make walls that are shootable and make them this obvious, especially when there's nothing hidden behind it, except for, of course, potions and recovery items. But at the same time, it would be really cheap for the exit to be hidden behind a shootable wall that isn't marked. So yeah, I'm just gonna take those potions and run instead of complaining, since those are pretty easy to get. And is there anything there? Yeah, there is another giant robot. Now I gotta head back in order to avoid taking some damage. And besides the shootable wall, is there anything there? Shoot this wall and then a walk-through wall immediately after. And once again, I rushed through it. Now, there are apples, thank you. And that's it? Just apples? Just apples in this building? Well, that was pointless. That was a waste of time. And this building here looks to be pretty huge. No secret passage there. Though, it wouldn't have surprised me if there was one. Maybe you just had to walk through the wall instead of shooting it. But whatever, I'm not gonna try this. I don't feel like committing suicide into a fan. And, of course, grabbing the coins. Of course, it's kind of a test in order to see if you want to go through the fans to collect the coins faster. Of course, I don't, because I'm not crazy, and or I don't have a gray cloak. Now, is there anything behind it? The giant robot? Oh, whoa, that was close. I must have shot it while going through it. Well, that's enough for now. See you next time.